Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Alright, so I said I was done with the Christmas junk journals. And I am. I mean, this one's kind of, well, I guess it's a journal, or it will be. Anyway, I had these things just kind of sitting on my desk, and I was already kind of still working to finish up. I've got 3 more tag booklets, journaling collage tag booklets that are Christmas that I had started and I want to finish and get up on the site on Etsy in the next day or two. Probably today if I can keep the light in my room nice. And yeah, so I had these kind of just sitting here, and I had printed these out. This is when you buy certain digital kits from My Porch Prints. She sends you a thank you gift, I guess, and that's what these are. It's a sheet of 2 of these large tags. And so I had printed off 4 sheets of these just because I figured I would use them at some point. So I've got 8 of these, and they were just sitting there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that would be the cutest little big tag book ever. So as I was working on the other stuff, my brain was kind of thinking, and I came up with a really kind of interesting idea. So I thought I'd bring you guys along, and we can put it together. So hopefully it'll turn out. We'll see what happens. But all right. So here I have just some various tea-dyed papers that we will use as part of the journal. So I'm actually going to put these off to the side for now because I don't think we need them first. I think we'll start with this first, and build our base with this. What I have here is just some copyright-free images from a site called Pixabay, and they're all just very Christmassy oriented. Food, cranberry, winter scenes, some poinsettias here, some gifts. Yeah, so actually I have a few others. I might print off a few others before we're all said and done here. But my plan was to do some collaging and decorate the fronts of these. These are going to be our base for this booklet. And so obviously this is paper and it's not super thick. It's, I think, 80-pound weight paper. So not cardstock, but not copy paper weight, somewhere in between. So obviously we need some sturdiness to be added to this. So what I was thinking was, I'll use this as additional papers in the booklet. I haven't measured these yet. Oh, they're a little bit too wide. Well, we could probably work with that. So I had printed these off as well. These are from various different digital kits from various different people. On one side we've got writing paper, and then on the other side is some pretty laces and fabrics. I don't know that we'll use all of these because this is obviously very not Christmas, but I think some of these others, like this one, would be nice, and this one, not that one. So yeah, so some of these can definitely be used for Christmas. So I'll kind of pick through here, but again, I'll put these to the side because we'll come back to this. So, okay, but back to the base. So what I was thinking was kind of doing a sandwich thing with this is the front, some cardstock, but I don't like the color of this cardstock with these tags. It's just not the right color of brown. So I'm going to actually cover this cardstock with this packing paper because I do like the color, these 2 colors together. So just using this as our base. But in between there, I thought we could try just putting some fabric behind and letting that kind of peek out around the edges. I'm not going to do all these fabrics. I got to pick one fabric, and as you can see, I'm kind of leaning towards the red and white. But then I also had this fabric. This is from Walmart. Let's see, I probably just broke that in the wrong place. I don't know if I remember exactly the brand. Maybe Waverly, which is the Walmart brand. But this is just some evergreen trees, and I thought that could be kind of pretty. But now that I'm looking at this, I don't like the colors together at all. So I'm actually going to roll this one out right now. And we're not going to even worry about this one. Put this back behind me, and I'll put that to use some other time. So I also got this at Walmart. These are just some fat quarters. These are by Waverly, which is the Walmart brand. So I think I found these on sale, probably 89 cents a piece or something. I don't remember. But I thought how fun and cute this could be with the polka dots behind, and just different and unexpected. Where's my... So the thing though is, here, I'm all over the place because I'm kind of making this up as we go along. So forgive me for that. But I'm kind of curious. So, okay, I don't know that I like that, to be honest. But what I wanted to see was on something like that. Now, this is really cute. I do like that. Here, I need to cover up some of this. Okay. But then there's ones like this where the two reds are going to fight each other. And then this one's kind of like a peachy pink color, which isn't too bad. But again, the poinsettias would be really pretty. And we have this one. So most of these will be fine. Pink probably not so much. So I'm gonna say maybe not the polka dot. You know what? I can always do these, and I can always do another one of these if I decide that the polka dot might really be fun. But for a different use case, I will definitely keep that in mind. Don't throw these away. What good tags this would make. Okay, we'll put that to the side. All right, so let me fold this back up in some sort of fashion that was sort of like what it was. Okay, so maybe not the polka dots. We're gonna probably say no to that. And then I was thinking, well, I still have a lot of this really pretty snowflakey fabric, and I do really like the way that looks. Do you see the shimmer and shine? I like the fresh white against the antiqued tags. I'm trying to keep these in order, so not that it really matters. I really do like that, guys. This one's a very strong contender. Okay. And I think it'll look, I should actually move this out of the way. I think it'll look really nice against this brown too. It's kind of like a nice pop of freshness, like, you know, cold winter air when you go outside. I'm very artsy craftsy today. And then this is some other material I've had. I don't know how Christmassy it is. I mean, to me, it's kind of almost spring. I was going to make some face masks for myself, or at least one face mask from this. And I have a lot of it, so you'll probably see journal covers at some point in the future using this. But I don't like that as much. Because, and here's why. Because this white is kind of fighting with this. It just doesn't look right to me. Maybe it looks different in camera, but to the naked eye, I'm not really loving it. And again, we would have issues with some of these colors fighting, I think, a little bit. Plus, it's just really busy, and I don't think it'll blend into the background. There's busy here and busy there. This also is busy, but I think it will fade into the background. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the snowflakes. Okay, and then we won't have any issues with colors not matching because the white snowflakes will go with everything. Okay, I like this decision. Okay, let me pause and I'll be right back. It was a few minutes for me. It was 0 seconds for you. I realize that. But you know. Okay, so let's kind of put these to the side. We don't need them quite yet, and the fabric we don't need quite yet. What I want to do first is really boring, but we need to put all of these onto this cardstock and cut it out. So yeah, so I'm going to put you on fast forward as I show you one of these, and by the magic of video, it will all be done by the time we come back. So here we have the tags, and they're all backed with that cardstock. And as you might notice, I changed the tags a little bit. I didn't think that they looked quite like a regular tag with that pointy tip on the top. They actually look a little bit more like a house to me, which could be a really fun other project. But I just decided to cut that top off all of the tags, and so now they look a little bit more like a tag to me. And then I inked around all the edges with, what did I use? Ground Espresso archival ink. So there we have our first set of bases, and then now what I think I'm gonna do is I need to rip up my fabric and put that as the sandwich between each of them. So kind of what I'm thinking about is, do I want this fabric to be shown on both sides of the tag? Or do I want a square? Let me see. Here, I'll pull this out that we had. So we have two options. I could rip the fabric so that it's just, well, I'm going to do this anyway, but it's going to be a square, and it's going to be about peeking out around the edge about that much. Sorry, you can't see everything. And so what I was trying to decide is, do I want my fabric to be in the same shape as the tag, or do I just want it to be a square around the perimeter, and then the back side maybe is just a square or a rectangle, I guess it would be. Or do I want the back side to be a tag shape too, which is more complicated and will take more time. But then I'm trying to decide, do I want to do the fabric on both sides? And I think I kind of do, and I think I kind of want it to show around the tag shape on both sides. So I think I'm going to cut the back side paper in this same shape, and so you'll see it looking kind of like this basically. So it's kind of a shame to waste that much fabric, but I guess, you know, it is what it is. I'll see if I can come up with a way around it, but I don't know if I can. So we'll see. If I don't have enough fabric, then I'll have to figure that out. But let me see. So we've got, it might be kind of close. So if this is the shape of one of them, I'm kind of using the folds to be my guide. And actually, I kind of like having it be that much bigger around. I'm rethinking this now. I like the size of this around the tag shape. Sorry, there you can see better. I like the size of this, and I like that the tag is like this. So I think what I'll do is one side of fabric, you'll see the fringes coming out around the outside, but then on the back side of these, I'm gonna make it just a rectangle, and that'll give you more writing space too. So I've made my decision. All right, so we need 8 of those. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need to cut, oh, that'll work perfect. Okay, because I have 2 more up here, but not a full width, but I'll use these up here. Okay, so if I just, you can't see anything I'm doing. All right. Let me try and keep this straight. Okay, so here's my 2 ends. I've got a fold here and I've got a fold here. I want to cut here, and then I'm also going to cut here, but I want to cut this one first, or rip that one first, and then that way I can keep the rest of this off to the side for either another project or maybe a wintertime face mask. We'll see. I need to make a couple more face masks for myself, I think. Okay, so let me fold this back up, and we'll keep this for another time. I'll put this down here out of the way. Okay, so here is my other rip, or my other pieces, and then we've got this strip of fabric here, which I'll keep and reuse. Don't throw anything away, guys. All of this stuff is good stuff. This would be a really good spine material. Okay, put that down there. Now, what I want to do is find my folds again. Or maybe I just need one. And so I can see it right here. So I'm going to that, and then I'll just line this back up again. The other thing I was a little bit worried about was having two pieces of fabric for each of these, it was going to get kind of bulky, and I didn't want it to do that either. So, all right, got 2. I don't need this to be absolutely perfect, but somewhat the same would be good. Okay, so I'll just take off this little piece. That one I will throw away. I can't keep everything. Okay. So we've got 3, and we need 5 more. Line these back up. I'm actually going to go from this end because these have already been frayed on this side. So okay. Grab my top one. Sorry for my chair. I need to sit different. Oh, this is too wide. Okay. Well, shoot. I wish I wouldn't have done that. Let me double check. Oh, No. How did that get so narrow? Okay, well, we need to use this as our guide. So we've got 2, 4, 6. 2 of them in the middle are going to be a little bit skinnier. But it's okay. At the end of it, you won't even notice. Okay, so we've got those 2, or I could, I guess, rip up the other. Fabric that I held to the side if it's a little bit wider. I got little stringies everywhere. Okay, so here's my line. So I'm going to two, 4, 6. We've got 6 of them. And this one is just a little bit shorter. So let me just double check that. Ooh, it's just barely going to work. Okay, well, there's 6. Put this back over here. So 2 of them are gonna, or one of them's gonna be a little bit shorter, not as tall. And 2 of them are gonna be a little bit less wide, but I don't think that'll be a big deal. Or will it? It might bug me. Okay, let me go look and see this other fabric. Maybe it's a better choice anyway. And again, I can still use this other fabric if I end up deciding not to go with it for this. Yeah, I think this might be better. Let's see. Okay. Cut those. All right. Okay, so put these back to the side again. And save those all for some other kind of project. A couple of book covers there and a spine maybe. Okay, so we've got 8 of these. Now, what I think I need to do is, what do I need to do? Glue each of these onto a piece of fabric, I think. But before I do that, I think I need to take a measurement. Are these a little bit too tall? Let me take a measurement and see what we got going on here. So, yeah, ooh, they're 9 inches tall. I hate to waste the fabric, but I'd kind of prefer it to be 8.5 inches tall. Let's see, 5.5 inches wide. Yeah, I'm gonna take a 1/2 inch of fabric off of all of these. Okay, please don't hate me. So let me measure. We've got 1/2 inch there. And I'm not going to throw this fabric away. These can be tag toppers. Actually, maybe we can do little tag toppers for each of these with that. Okay, well, see, we're using it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's all done. I have maybe 6 little of the things of these. Not all of them were quite as tall as the others, so I'll have to figure something out for the toppers too. All right, so do I want to glue these down yet? I'm not sure, because I was just thinking if I wanted to wrap like a different kind of material around the top of this as the tag topper, I'd want to do that before I glued everything down. Ooh, I kind of like that. Okay, so we're making this up as we go along, guys. Yeah, I like the look of that. So, okay, so we're gonna hold off on gluing these down to the fabric for just now, but I do need to make the back side of each of these. So I need to come up with a measurement for that. So looks like 8 and I'm gonna go a little bit shy. So I'm gonna do 8.5 by 5.25. 8.5. Do I really want 8.5? 8.5 is not gonna give me much leeway on some of these. I think I better do a little bit more than 8.25 by 5.25. So you come back to my cardstock here. What did I just say? 8.25. What did I say? Shoot. 8.25. Here's the edge of this one. So 5.25 by, that's 8.5. 8.25. 8.25 by 5.25. All right. I do this every time I need to cut stuff, you guys. Okay, so let me get out my trimmer. And I need 8 of these. So I'm gonna cut it this way first. 8.25. No, I'm not. 5.25. How many of those can we get? So 5.25 times 2 is 10.5. So I'm going to cut it like this. We can get 2 of them out of each of these. That would be great. Cut this down to 5.25. So we've got 2 of the same. Now we need 8.25. Ooh. I don't like doing this kind of thinking on a Sunday. That is not straight at all. Do you see this? This is why I hate this trimmer. It's never precise. There's always, it slants. I swear to God. The bottom rail of this slants. I think I need to just buy a new one. I'm so tired of dealing with that. Okay. So 8.25. I'm going to do each of these separate. And it's okay that they're not exactly exact. Because we're going to cover it up with the other packing paper anyway. But let me take these 2 and just see how this looks as a sandwich. Okay, so we've got this. Yeah, that'll be good and sturdy. And I like how it's still peeking out around all the 4 edges. And then kitten is about to get yelled at. He's being naughty. Which is the case all the time. He's a kitten. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that's gonna look pretty good. I like that. Okay, so we'll keep going with this, and I may need to adjust these based on the fabric that it's going on to. But I'll do that as I go. So if I need to do that. All right, put these to the side. 8.25. I'm going to write that down because you know what? My brain just can't handle that much thinking today. 2, 4. I need 4 sheets of this, so I need 1 more sheet. Oh, and if you're curious, this is the craft paper that I'm using. It comes from Michael's. It's just their everyday cardstock stuff. Nothing special. I just They have them on sale for like $2.50 each sometimes, so I just pick it up every once in a while. But honestly, it'll last me a long time. So okay, so cutting first by 10.5, and then 5.25. That's not right. Oh, I knew I wasn't doing something right. Okay, 5.25. There we go. Now we need 8.25. And you can't see any of this, I'm sorry. But I'm going to turn off the camera again and finish these. Oh, I'll just put it on fast forward. So we have our back sides, we have our front sides, and we have our fabric to sandwich in between. I'm trying to debate now what I want to do. If I want to line these all with writing paper or how I want to do that. I do have a pack of vellum paper here. I'm not a big fan of working with vellum because it's see-through, and oh, you know what? I also have some tea-dyed tracing paper, but I don't know how much of that I have. Let's just take a look. Oh, get out my big thing of paper. This is all my tea-dyed paper. I like to keep it in here, and I like to keep it full because then it flattens it for me. So, okay. I don't know that I have enough. Honestly, I think I've used what I had. Yeah. I don't think I even have any more. All right, well, there we go. I am, however, going to pull some of these out to use as writing paper in here. This is, yeah, that's not what I want. Oh, what do we got going on there? Oh, I've got a couple of signatures almost ready. Okay. I will save those, but these are perfect for putting in here. Okay. Sorry, squirrel. All right, let me put this back away. And let me pull out one of these pieces of vellum because I'm honestly not sure if I really want to use that or not, but I think it would be really pretty. And you could write on it or put, oops, a picture or all kinds of things, honestly. Whatever you wanted to do with it, you could do. Geez, even getting into this is difficult. This is by the Paper Studio, so for those of us in the United States at Hobby Lobby, if you're interested, and I believe it's just their everyday line. I don't know that, and I got it for $1. Isn't that nice? How many? 10 sheets. Okay, so let's see how much of this I can get out of one sheet. What I'm thinking is, let me just move all this stuff out of the way. What I'm thinking is maybe it would be kind of cool if I had somewhat torn edges and then put it down like this. The question is, what is it going to look like with double-sided tape? So let me grab some double-sided tape. I'm going to tear this down. All right, I'll save this, and we can take a small little piece. All right, so I'm just gonna grab a random piece of paper here. To be honest, I'm not sure if this is gonna work very well, but, and then actually I'm gonna do an experiment. So we'll do some tape, we'll do some art glitter glue, we'll do some Fabri-Tac, and then we'll do a little bit of glue stick, and we'll see which one of them looks the best. Didn't know I was gonna do this today. Very carefully pull this off. Okay. And let's just stick this down. Yeah, you can see the tape. You can still see the glue, but we need to let it dry before we really know. I have a little sitting chair in my craft room, and the sun is coming in that window that it sits right under, and I have a jacket that I just wear around the house hung over the back, and Oliver is just really having a good time. Tearing my jacket apart, but he's so cute. It's hard for me to say stop. I think his teeth he must be losing his teeth soon. Oliver, what are you doing? You need to be nice to my things. Little booger. Okay, well, here's our test. I would say it's a fail for all 4. So this is obviously still drying, but here you can see it is dry. now, and it's just, I don't like it. So vellum is gonna be a no. So let me go back to the drawing board. I'll put this back away over here. Sorry, you probably don't need me right in your ear like that. Okay, so I'm going through some stuff that I've printed to see what kind of writing pages I've printed off. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to print off some new backsides of just kind of writing paper from some printables that I've got. Sorry, I'm looking at Oliver and he's adorable. I wish I could contort my body that way. Be that limber. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do that, but we still need to print these off, decorate the tags. So I have 8 tags. I think I have 9 images here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to get rid of 2. I love this one. Or I could combine 2 into one thing. So what a hard decision. I don't like that either. These can stand on their own. Those 2 aren't my favorite. If I'm printing stuff off anyway, I think I'm going to print off a couple other images. And yeah, so it looks like I need to take a break because the sun is about to encroach on my desk area here. Do some printing. I need to eat because I haven't eaten since breakfast and it's like 3:30. And we will reconvene after a bit, and hopefully I will have more energy at that point in time. Okay, so I was able to find a whole lot more. Sorry, I have a kitten who thinks he's starving to death at the moment, so I'm actually going to cut this pretty short. So I was able to find a bunch more images from the copyright-free images site that I've been using. Here's one of them. Okay, so here's where they kind of start. So we've got a lot of really pretty, I love this one. I love it so much. A lot of really pretty little images. There's, oh my gosh, this cat. Okay, there's that one. Seen that, we've seen that. And then, as you can see, I've inked around all the edges as well. So, and the searches that I did to find these were things like traditional Christmas, that kind of stuff. So nothing super hard to find. I don't know that I'll use all of these, but you definitely have a lot of options now. And, oh, got 2 of those in there. And yeah, very classic Christmas image. And I'll probably now double and triple up images on the tags, but I'm gonna keep that for another day because yeah, I need to get out of my craft room for today. It's been I've been up here for most of the day today. So okay, so the other thing I was gonna go do was find some papers to a way to cover the back of this, and what I wanted it for mostly was for some writing space. So I think I've done that. I've got, these are the, oh, and this is upside down. These are the extra papers, or the extra papers. A lot of times when you get a digital kit, you'll get the pages that have the designs, and then they also include a page or 2 of like the backside page. And so that's what these are for a Christmas digital kit that I haven't used yet. But it's just 2 pages. One is lined and one is not. And what I love the most about it is that they're the same color essentially as our tags. And these are from 2 different Etsy sellers. So that's kind of cool. So they match really, really well. And then I just love the little snowflake or snow kind of effect. So what I'm going to do is come back to my vellum. Oh, and I should show you, if you want to see what the rest of the kit looks like, and I'll link it down below if you're interested. So here is the kit. It's very eclectic. I don't know that the first part of it goes with the rest of it, or maybe this, I can't remember, you guys. Maybe this one is just part of the first part of that kit, and then I just paired it with the other papers. I don't know, but I'm thinking I might use this in my personal December daily this year, and then I just printed a bunch of fronts and backs of the writing paper. So I really love this girl on the polar bear. I think she's so cool. So anyway, like I said, I'll link that down below in case you're curious or interested. Okay, so back to the vellum. So what I think I'm gonna do is, I think this will be pretty, and then that way I won't have to worry about the whatever showing, however I decide to affix it to the page. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of them now, and kind of walk you through my process. Okay, focus. So I need one of these. Let's see. I need one of these, and I need one of these. Okay. And I'm just going to do a little tick mark where I think I want my vellum to stop. Yeah, I think that's going to look really nice. I need it to go over just a little bit more. And we'll go about there, and we'll go about there. Okay, so got that one. So now I just need to line this up. And I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to see all of this because it's just a little bit too tall, but my tick mark is right there. And so I'm just lining this up. And then my other tick mark, put it on an inch, is right here. Lining that up on the ruler. I'll save this for something else. And we have a really pretty deckled edge vellum paper. One thing I don't like about using glue stick is it warps your pages, but Fabri-Tac is just too expensive to use it with. Okay, so I think what I'll do is glue this down here first, and then that way when I turn it around I'll be able to see where this paper is at. So let me grab, I had a piece of magazine paper, here we go. I'm tired of cleaning off this surface. I need to be more careful about, okay, I'm not going to use this glue because I think it's going to make, the vellum go. very carefully line this up. So that's about as good as it's gonna get. All right, guys. So I think what I'll do is I'm gonna, like I said, I'll finish up the rest of my stack here, putting the papers onto here, and then the next time we see each other, I'm going to be decorating the tag fronts with these images. I don't know if I'll use them all, but we'll decorate those, and then I think part 3 we're gonna do putting the whole thing together. So all right, I hope you guys are having fun with this one. This one kind of was a last minute, ooh, this will be fun, kind of a decision. So yeah, all right, I will see you guys very soon. Bye.